Hey guys, back again. A little bit late night in the camper, hanging out with the doggy. A little no TV reception tonight, so I'm kind of bored. Um, just sitting here hanging out. I finally was able to order up a couple of extra magazines for my new accelerator rifle, 22 Magnum semi-automatic. Little fucking nail driving, tack driving machine. The thing's awesome. Little competition gun for the Appleseeds competition I'm going to. Um, so now I got enough magazines to be able to actively compete, and just gotta save up my dollars and pennies and cents and get myself some ammo. I gotta do a bulk buy and get myself at least 1,000, 2,000 rounds of 22 Magnum if I'm gonna be doing this competition shooting. And if I buy the handgun that matches it, I'm definitely gonna need it because when I do the IDPA stuff, it's gonna make a big difference. I gotta be putting some rounds through it. So hoping next couple of days. It just snowed here, so we got a little bit of possibility to make a couple dollars shoveling if my shoulders aren't completely junk and my hands junk from the arthritis. But do that, make a couple of bucks. We'll buy some bulk ammo, get myself ready for the competition. We're gonna go to on the 18th. I believe it's Harvard, Mass, to the Appleseeds competition. It's gonna be a good time. It's a rifle marksmanship learning and competition. It'll be kind of fun. We'll have a good time. There's a lot of instruction that goes along with it too. So it'll be a learning experience. Anything I learn, I love. So that's a good thing. Um, so we'll have a good time with that. Um, I am gonna, just for shits and ha-has, I'm gonna bring my High Point carbine 380 with enough rounds to do the same drill, just in case I do qualify. And if I do, I'll try and qualify with the High Point as well, because it's pretty much a nail or tack driver at the distances they required. Um, so I'm hoping maybe I might be able to qualify twice. I might not qualify at all, but what the hell? We'll figure it out. If we don't, we will the next time. Practice makes perfect. But that's what's going on right now. I'm kind of bored because I got a bunch of little side moves I want to make. I want to get rid of, liquidate a couple of firearms to not necessarily make room for more, but to fund the purchase of something that's gonna give me a little more stimulation, a little more enjoyment, which is gonna be the Excel MP22 handgun, which is the exact same thing as my rifle, but a handgun. It's got a 3/4 inch by 8-inch long bull barrel, fluted, charging handle on the side, just like the rifle. It's basically the same hand grip as the rifle. It weighs 3.5 pounds. It's equivalent of like a Browning Buckmark. It's based on that same kind of platform. The big round bull barrel, 8.5 inches long. That thing's huge. Should be accurate as hell. Um, so we're gonna pick that up. Have two exact matching guns, like the High Point and the High Point. So that'd be kind of cool. The CF 380 and the Carbine 380. So that'd be awesome to have two platforms. Seems to me like the Excel is the High Point's fucking little brother on steroids. Um, it's got that same short, stocky, heavy, real heavy feel to it. And it plinks and planks and does its thing. I mean, it's fantastic. Um, I don't know anybody else that has one. In my area, I think I'm the only guy who's got one. I don't know anyone else who has one. Um, Never even seen one on the shelf. The reason why it intrigued me is because I had never seen one before. Um, had to know more about it, did some research, found out what they were all about. They're like a High Point company in Chino, California. They're all about heavy duty, big, heavy duty guns that are solid and don't mess up. All American made machining. Um, they have no recoil because they're so damn heavy. They're great. They got a lot of nuances that are really nice and very functional. I like them. You know what I mean? As far as competition style target shooting for the handguns, can't beat them. They even make them in 5.56 millimeter. Are you kidding me? But staying in that 22 Magnum range, the semi-auto rifle is just unbelievable. 100 yards, blink, 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 blink. You know what I mean? Good scope. If you can see what you're shooting at, you can hit it. It's flat and straight. On open sights at 50 yards, we were double shooting bullseyes the first day right out of the box. So took that off and put a scope on it, got it out at 50, and then 100, and pretty much same results. You saw the video I made before with the sight-in target for the apple seeds. The top right corner was 10 shots within the size of a dime, and it might have been 1 or 2 just outside, but pretty damn close. And my eyes suck. I've got the worst eyes in the world, and I shoot pretty straight. So if I ever get that LASIK surgery, my eyes will be looking good, and I might be able to actually be a little more consistent with my shooting. I'm a good shot and straight shot, but 8 out of 10 are in the black, 2 wing out, and the 2 that wing out are either because of shooting fatigue or just because my eyes get blurry and I get off a little bit in either direction. And it could just be shooting fatigue and I'm wobbling, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not really freaking good at this stuff. I just started. I'm learning, but I have a natural talent and tendency to lean towards the positive side of the shooting spectrum, not the negative. I'm not way out all the time, so makes me feel better about what I'm doing. Anyways, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to get some bulk ammo purchases. Any of you guys out there have any ideas other than like Cheaper Than Dirt or Lucky Gunner or any of those, Midway USA? You got any really good deals on bulk ammunition? I'm looking for something where I spend in the range of $200 or less for the most amount of ammunition I can possibly get. So in that price range, if any of you guys have any ideas in the $200 range, biggest bang for the buck, let me know. If not, I'm assuming it's around the 1,000 rounds for between 2 and 250. We'll go from there. Just keep trying to find it, 22 long rifles, super abundant, wicked cheap. There's tons of it around. But the 22 Magnum is just a little different version. So I'm hoping it might make a comeback soon and start mass producing it. I mean, Hornady right now is making the most fantastic, basically hand-loaded precision rounds you can get, and they're $14.99 a box for 50, and you're buying the best you can possibly get. You know what I mean? So sometimes I wonder if buying the $10 Federals or the 1150 CCIs is any better. Should I just spend the extra $3 every time and just buy the best you can buy and shoot the Hornadys all the time? Right now I'm having a little bit of a feed ramp issue. I'm going to polish up the feed ramp on the Excel. Seems like the angle's really, really steep from the factory, and then it's got a very flat cut face on the barrel. So I got to polish that feed ramp a little bit. And I don't know if it's the polymer tips, the red tip on the Hornadys that was giving me a problem on the feed, or if it's just the feed ramp had some grooves in it and it was grabbing instead of sliding. So we'll check that out. We'll go from there. Like I said, I'm gonna buy 1,000 to 2,000 rounds of the least expensive ammo I can get my hands on, Full Metal Jacket, and run it through the gun and see what happens. Next time I get up to the range, like I said, I have a hard time. I still haven't found that tripod for this camera yet that I can use. I gotta figure something out. They gotta have something simple. Again, I'm a computer dinosaur, so this whole camera thing is even new to me. You know what I mean? So bear with me. I'm working on it. If you like what I'm doing, say hi. Let me know what's going on. Once I get the stuff fully out on YouTube, you guys might be able to chat with me a little bit more, give me some information and stimulation, and I can do some chats openly, or I can just freaking talk about what you guys want to talk about, and that's what's important, you know. So give me a call. Let me know. Say what's up. Send a shout out. Tell me you like what I'm doing, and have a good night. Peace.